Hello, welcome to everyone in this video. This is our lecture number 50. Already 49 lectures actually cover to solve the problem of this book, that is the Electrodynamics by DJ Griffith. And the rest of the part, this is part 21, and the rest of the lecture actually covered to solve the problem asked in the book, that is Electricity and Magnetism by Bigos. Okay, so if you wants to watch the previous lectures, you can go through the description box, link are given there. In this video, we want to discuss the question number 5.19 to 5.30. This is the chapter 5 of this book, which consists the magnetostatics, right? So let's start the question number 5.19, which says that the find the density of density of mobile charge in a piece of copper, assuming each atom contribute one free electron. Look up the necessary physical constant. So you know the charge density, rho is the charge density, that means charge per volume, and you can rearrange this as like that, that's charge per atom, atom per mole, mole per gram, gram per volume. So charge per atom given here, that each atom contribute one free electron, so put this as a E. And atom per mole is the Avogadro's number, mole per gram 1 by m, where atomic mass of this copper, and gram per volume is the density, mass density, which is copper is like that. So if you put this value, you will be easily get this constant, that is the charge density of the copper wire, right? Go to the next question, where it says calculate the average electron density in copper wire 1 millimeter in diameter. The diameter of the copper wire is 1 millimeter, and carrying a current is 1 ampere. Note this is literally a cell space. Open that. Okay. So current density, you know, that is I by A, that is current by area. So area will be pi a square, as is the radius, and J is, you know, rho v. So if you put this one, you will easily get this formula, that is V equals to I by pi a square into rho. And here I current is 1 ampere, put here is 1, and pi and s is the radius, since 1 millimeter is diameter, so radius will be 0.5 millimeter. So 0.5 into 10 to the power minus 3 whole square, and rho is the density which will be obtained in the previous question. This is the value of rho. So after putting this value, you can easily find out this is a 33 centimeter per hour, or you can say 9.1 10 to the power minus 3 centimeter per second. I think clear. Go to the next one. What is the force of attraction between two such wire 1 centimeter apart? So you need to find out the force of attraction between two wire which are 1 centimeter apart. So from this book or in the theoretical description, we know that is the force per attraction per unit length and magnetic force, obviously. This is mu 0 by 2 pi I1 I2 by d. So just put this value, mu 0 is 4 pi 10 to the power minus 7, I1 I2 both are 1 ampere, and separate is 1 centimeter, so 10 to the power minus 2 meter. So this is the value of force of attraction when the current will be along the same direction. When the current will be same direction, then there will be force of attraction. Go to the next one. If you could somehow remove the stationary positive ions, what would be the electrically repulsion force be? So if you placed and the electrically positive charge, then the electric field will be like that. Due to electric field, the electrical force will be this one per unit length, that's why this is lambda. Electrical force is charge into electric field, charge into this, but there is per unit length, so charge per length will be lambda, that's why this is the force per unit length. Or you can place this formula, that is I equals to lambda v, so lambda equals to I by v, so you will be get this one, right? So this is the electrical force per unit length, and the previously we find the magnetic force per unit length. So at the if you find out the ratio, will gives is like that. So you can see here the electrical force will be very much greater than to magnetic force. Clear? Go to the next one. Next question says, if Ampere's law consists with general rule, that is 1.6, that is the Ampere's law, that divergence of curl is 0 always. So divergence of curl, that is just this is curl of B is right here. So if you take divergence of B, which will gives you like that. Since rho is constant, so that's why divergence sorry, so this is like that. If you apply this continuity equation, this is actually continuity equation, you will be get minus mu 0 del rho by del t. Now what happened in the case of magnetostatics, rho is constant, that's why this divergence of curl of B is 0. Now the point is this always true? Because if we does not consider magnetostatics, then what happen? If we does not consider magnetostatic, then what happen? This divergence of curl of B does not 0, and this is not satisfied because from our vector identity, divergence of curl of any vector must be 0. Then we need to modify this equation, and we will be learn in this electromagnetic that is the Maxwell equation, that is the electromagnetic wave. Okay, when we study electromagnetic wave, then this will be modified, and this is named as Maxwell equation. So when we write down for Maxwell equation for the electromagnetic wave, then we can study this formula will be changed. Okay, so in case of magnetostatics, this formula is all right, there is no problem, because in case of magnetostatics this will be satisfied. But in case of this Maxwell equation, when magnetostatic is does not obey, when this current will be moving, magnetostatics is means rho is constant. When rho is not, does not constant, it will be changed with time. Then you can say that formula is does not satisfy. Okay, so then at that time, actually in this case, the Maxwell is derived or modified this equation, that is also known as Maxwell equation. So we'll be study in that section. So next one is curl of E is 0. So divergence of curl of E is 0, there is no problem. And divergence B and divergence curl, there is no relevant vanishing second derivative. So there is no need to vanish the second derivative, so there is no problem at all. So only problem is this equation. Go to the next one. Suppose there did exist magnetic monopole, that is does not exist, but if you suppose there exists magnetic monopole, then this does not 0, this will be like that, because divergence O equals to divergence E equals to some charge density. Just like this, in case of magnetic, we can write this one. How we do modify Maxwell equation and force? So Maxwell equation is modified like that, and the corresponding electric force will be also like that. This is equal, that is not minus, this is equal. So the in case of the curl of E is generally 0, but if you take this is not 0 as a magnetic current density, you can take as like that. So if you taking this to 1, and the equation of continuity also written here, so the force equation will be changed like that, because this is the force of electric force, this is the magnetic, and this is for electrical charge, and this is for the magnetic monopole. Okay, which is does not exist in general or in practical, but if you take there is exist of magnetic monopole, then this force will be arises. Okay, so this force will be arises, this is the value of force due to magnetic monopole, and this is for electric charge. Go to the next one. Find the magnetic vector potential of finite segment of state wire carrying current I. Okay, so this is a finite section of current carrying I. So for that we need to find out the vector potential, magnetic vector potential at certain distance with S. Suppose take this distance, take this point as P. So if this is Z1 and this is Z2 at a certain distance Z, this will take as dz. So this curly r will be root under z square plus s square. Okay, so this mu 0 by 4 pi I by curly r will be root over z square plus s square, and this is dz. So this will be just in taking this formula and integrate from z1 to z2, will be get this as a ln of that. So put this value, will be get this one. Okay. Hence the magnetic field will be nothing but mu 0 I by 4 pi s, so like that. So actually here we find out when we're carrying the current I. So if you wants to find out the magnetic field, if you wants to find out the magnetic field from this the vector potential, so this will be curl of A. So if you take this curl of this on this one, you will be can find easily find out this expression. Just do this calculation. I think you can do this. This is the vector potential, and you can see this is along z direction. That's why he put this in the z component. Now if you take this one s cap, del phi will be 0, del z 0. For s phi cap, this is del s is present, and this is 0, and for z cap 0. So only s phi cap present, that's why 1 by s, this is s phi cap, and del s of this, that's why minus del s of this. For that mu 0 I by 4 pi is constant taken out. For ln of this will be 1 by of this, ln x is 1 by x derivative, so this will replace in opposite, and then in derivative of this one, whole square of lower part, and this upper part derivative into lower part, then minus upper part into derivative of lower part. Then if you cross single one and then divided, you will be get these two equation. Okay. And now if you multiply this z2 minus root under this with the lower and upper side, you will be get this one, and in the same case for that one, you will be get this one, and taking this common, you will be get this one. And you can see from this figure here, if you take this angle is theta 1, this angle is theta 2, so sin theta 1 is nothing but this z1 by root under z1 square plus a square, and sin theta 2 will be z2 by root under z2 square plus a square. So if you put this value, the sin theta 1 and sin theta 2, you will be so in reference z2 by root under z2 square plus a square, this will be square, z2 square plus a square, you will be get this as a sin theta 2, and this is sin theta 1. So finally we will be get this expression, which is equation 5.35. So we need to satisfy the equation. Check your answer will consisting 5.35. So 5.35 is consist with this vector potential. Clear? If there is any doubt, you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next one. The next question says, what current density would produce the vector potential k phi cap, where k is constant in cylindrical coordinate system? So this is vector potential, so we can find out magnetic field by curl of A, and put this only phi cap present. So if you put this one, so s cap, this is 0, this is 0. For s phi cap, this is 0, this is 0. The z cap del s, so only z cap present, so k by s z cap. This is the magnetic field. Then current density is nothing but curl of B by mu naught. So just taking this mu naught, and this is the curl of B formula. Putting this value, you will be get easily. Only z cap is present, so that's why put the k by s. So del x of del phi 0, this is 0. For this one, this is present, so s phi cap is present. So finally this is the current density. Okay. So we find out the current density. Go to the next one. If B is uniform, so that A is like this work, that is check the divergence of A is 0, curl of A is B. So divergence A is minus of up, just put this value of A, and the vector identity like that. Here curl of R is 0, you know, and curl of B also 0, because B is uniform. So finally we get divergence A is 0. What about the curl of A? So curl of this, you know, this vector identity. Divergence B is 0 because B is uniform. Divergence R is 3. Divergence of this was evaluated here. B dot divergence. So this is Bx, that is the x component of magnetic field Lx. This is y component of magnetic field Ly. This is Bz z component of magnetic field Lz, and vector I represent here. So del x of this will be I cap, del del y of this will be y cap, and del del z is k cap. So finally you get this b vector. So what about this? This is the curl of A is like that. That is the b vector. Clear? Go to the next question. By what about means you can think of find the vector potential of a distance a from an infinite state current carrying I. So you need to find out the vector potential for infinite current carrying. From the question, previous question, we just find out this. I think 22. From question 22, yes. From question 22, will we find out that is the vector potential will be like that. So you will use this vector potential, magnetic vector potential. Now you will take for infinite wire. If you take this infinite wire, then what happen? Or this was Z1 and this was Z2. But if you take infinite wire, this Z1 will be take as a minus L, and Z2 take as a plus L, because this is negative in the opposite direction. That's why minus. So if you put this Z2 as a plus L and minus L and divided by L divided by L, what happen? This will be 1 and this will be 1 plus a square by L square, right? So put this value and divided by L, you will get this one. And since this is a very large, L is very large, so this will be quantity is very small. So binomial expansion gives you this expression. So just rearranging them, you will be get this answer. Okay. So this is the value of vector potential. Now this is the value of vector potential. Now we find out divergence of A. So divergence of A, here only the z component is present. So this del del z of is, here you can say here you can see there is no z variable. So this is also 0. So divergence A is 0. Now what about curl of A? Putting this value and z component here. Here del del s cap del del phi is 0, del 0 for s phi cap, this del del s is present and this is 0. So del del s of this will be like that, ln will be 1 by these things, and derivative of this will be 2l by s square. So finally you will get this expression, and which is consist for magnetic field for a infinite wire, right? So this is the vector field, and this divergence A will be 0 and curl of A will gives you this vector field. Go to the next question, which says find the magnetic potential inside the wire if the radius r and current is uniformly distributed. So from Ampere circuital law, closed integration b dot dl equal to mu 0 I enclosed. So for inside, so 2 pi s, and this I will be j into pi s square. J is current density, which is I by pi r square, right? So we intense magnetic field inside will be like that. Since b equal to curl of A, so if you taking this b equal to curl of A, finally you will be get b equal to minus del A del S. Okay, for symmetry, so A will be minus b into ds in spherical sorry, in cylindrical coordinate system. So A in will be like that. Taking this integration, you will be get this value, integral value. Now the outside magnetic field will be like that, and you know for outside the vector potential will be this one. So from here, using this boundary condition that s equals to r, this inside vector potential, outside vector potential will be same. Using this thing, you will be get the value of constant c1. After putting this value, this is the magnetic vector potential inside, and this is the magnetic vector potential outside. Clear? So you can do this calculation. I think if there is any problem, you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next one. Next question says find the vector potential above and below of this surface in this example 5.8. This is the figure of this example 5.8. This is the figure of example 5.8. Example 5.8. For this figure, you can say that is the magnetic field will be like that, which is actually derived in this book. Since A is the parallel to K, since the A, that is the vector potential, is parallel to this K and depend only Z, this Z, so the A can be taken as the function of Z, and K is along the X cap. That's why this is written in X cap. So B equal to curl of A. So if you take this one, only X cap component is present. So del A del Z. So if you compare these two things, value, putting this value of magnetic field, after getting, you will be get this value of A like that. Go to the next question. Next question says check the equation 5.63. This is the equation 5.63 consists with the equation 5.61 by applying divergence theorem. So using divergence theorem you need to check that is this equation is constituted with that equation. So a of r equal to like that. So divergence of a, so divergence of this one. So now you need to find this divergence of this. So from vector identity we can take this one. Okay, and since j is a function of source coordinate and this is function of field coordinate, this is the sorry, this is the function of field coordinate, this is the function of field coordinate, that's why this will be coordinate, that's why this will be 0, that's why this divergence equals to 0, because this is a field function and this depend only source function, and this can be written as minus this one because this there is a negative you can see here, because this is a source sorry field coordinate and this is the source coordinate. So field coordinate, source coordinate, there is a minus, that's why we arise a minus here. So putting this value you will be get this one. So after that if you take this divergence, that is divergence prime means source and prime means field. Okay, so this thing can be written in that one, and this is also 0 because this is a constant, and this can be written here. So you can see here this is nothing but there is a minus, this one is a minus. So finally you can see that is the unprime and prime is related with a minus sign. So if you put this value in this expression, this unprime becomes into prime. So this can be a now, because this is now a total depend on source coordinate, that's why this can be changed into using this theorem, divergence Gauss divergence theorem, you will be get this one, and the all over through the area, this will be throughout the area. So at the infinity the surface charge density will be 0, that's why this becomes 0. Clear? So here we can see divergence A is 0. Next one, equation 5.63 consists this is, and by applying curl, so you need to check this vector b using the curl. So curl of a similar process, you will take this one and vector identity, and here you can say this source will be 0 source coordinate and this is the field coordinate, and this can be written as this like that. And then the rearrange you will be get this expression. Okay, so this satisfy with that one. Go to the next one. Check this equation 5.63 with the consist 5.62. That's equation. Apply Laplacian. So this curl of a gradient of this sorry grad square a equal to like that grad square 1 by r, and this is nothing but the delta function. The first lecture in this series we will be find out this value of this delta function will be like that. So just taking this delta function formula 4 pi, and this will be 1 when this r prime will be equals to r, this will be r curly r, you know this curly r is nothing but r minus r prime. So from here you will we can find out easily this grad square a equal to minus mu 0 r. Clear? Go to the next one. Suppose you want to define magnetic scalar potential u, in the vicinity of the current carrying wire, first of all you must stay away from wire itself, there is way but not enough, this is must away from the wire but not enough. So by applying Ampere's law to a path, start at a circle of wire returning to b right away of this figure, that the scalar potential cannot be single valued, even the represent the same physical point. So this cannot be the scalar value cannot be single valued, this must be taken out. As an example, scalar potential infinite state where this was an example. So Ampere circuital law says that is the circuital law. Now this b can be taken as the scalar potential minus grad u del l. So this integration can be written as like that. So you can see this is not 0, so these two are not equal, so the potential at a and b are not equal, right? in case for example, in case of infinite magnetic field, this was the magnetic field, and the vector potential will be like that. So minus of grad u, that will be satisfied, will be like that. So when phi is advanced by 2 pi, when we take total rotation, this point A and B are overlap, then this must not be satisfied, there will be a additional phi, that is 2 pi will be present. So this will be given, but 2 pi, that is the jump to break at the 0, right? Go to the next one. Use the result of exercise 5.11. These are the result, that is the vector potential. Find the field inside a uniform charge sphere. This is a uniform charge sphere. You need to find out field inside at any point, right, which is rotating in a constant angular phase. So from here you will be get this, from the exercise 5.11 you will be get this vector potential value. This is the inside and this is the outside. When we take at that point, for this sphere this is outer point, and for this sphere, that is annular sphere, this is inside point. So for this one, 0 to r, you will need to find put this value, that is outer point, okay. And here this r is the radius of the sphere, will be r prime, you can take this r prime. And sigma, that is the charge density within this sphere, will be rho into dr prime. If you take this sphere as like that, this is a big sphere. Now if you take, there is a small sphere with a radius like that, this is r prime and this one is dr prime. So the charge density will be like that, rho into dr prime, rho into dr prime, okay. So this is the expression you will be get, the that is the expression you will be get this one. So that's why for this region, this is outer point, so that's why we put this expression, but r is changed into r prime. So that's why this is r prime to the power 4 dr prime, okay, because rho into dr prime, these are the constant. And for that one, this was the inside point, that's why we put this expression for r small r to capital R. And here you just capital R change into r prime. Now if you integrate, you will be get this expression. So this is the magnetic field. Now the vector magnetic field, this was the vector potential. Now the magnetic field is curl of A. So put this value and taking this curl of this potential, and here a theta will be 0. So for r cap, this del theta of like this is present, and this will be 0. And for r theta cap, this del r of this also present, and this one 0. And in case of phi cap, these two are 0. So if you can easily find out, taking this derivative and then rearrange, you can find out this solution, okay. So this expression solution will do yourself. If there is any doubt, you must comment in the comment box. Go to the next one. Compute the proof of theorem 2 section 1.62, that divergence less vector field B can be written as a curl of vector potential A. So any divergence vector potential field F can be written as like that. What do you do? Find, so Ax, Ay, Az. So you need to find out this Ax, Ay, Az, where this del A z del y minus del y del z equal to f of x, and this is f of a and this is f of z. Here one way to do, pick ax equals to 0. So if you take ax equals to 0, you can finally easily find out if this ax equals to 0. If you take this ax equals to 0, so del from equation 1, you will be get del az del y minus del az. From here you will be get you will be get that this is fx, okay. So fx equals to like that, and fy equals to del az del x del az, this is a del az del s. Actually a is replaced here by w by mistake, you need to remember here. So from equation 2, you will find that is del ax del z, sorry, del ax equals to 0, put this value 0, so minus del az del x equal to fy. So you will be get this value az, this is as actually az will be like that. And then here we put ax equal to 0, so del ay del x equals to fz. So this is a y. Okay, so az ay and ax, you know ax is initially we taken ax equals to 0, ax equals to 0. Okay, so you need to find out this integration. So if you take this integration, you will be get expression like that, fx fx, sorry, put this value in equation 1. This is from 1, from 1. If you put this value in equation 1, you can see del az del y minus del ay del z equal to f of x. So del az, this is az, derivative with respect to y, so derivative with respect to y, this is first one, and this part is second one, which was derivative with respect to z. Okay, so from equation, sorry, from equation 1 you will be get this equation. So if you put this expression because divergence f equals to 0, here you need to see that is divergence f equals to 0. So this can be written here. Now if you put this del fy del y plus del fs del z, that is this two one is nothing but minus of this one, so this two minus is taken and will be positive this one. Okay, so if you integrate this one you will be get f of x, this is 0 to x, so x y z, and when you put the value 0, this is, so these two are cancel out, so finally you will be get del c1 del y minus del c2 del z equals to this. So we choose, if we choose this c2 equals to 0, any constant can be taken as 0, c2, so c1 will be find out, here put this value c2 is 0, so c1 find out integration of this one. So you can finally say that is wx, that is ax actually equals to 0, this is ay, and this is az. Putting the value c1 into this expression, c2 is 0, we will take this is as a 0, choose, so you will be get the value of ay equal to like that, ay equals to like that, and this az equals to az equals to put this value of c1, az into az, put this value of c1, you will be get this expression. I think clear about these three expression. Now the next question says, by direct differentiation, check A, obtain the satisfy curl of A equals to A. So curl of A, you know this expression very well. Now you use this expression ax equal to 0, ay equal to this, and az equals to like that. So ax equals to 0. Put this value ax equal to 0. So in case of that one, del az del y, del az del y, del az del y, if you derivative with respect to y, you will be get this 0 0 yz del ay del z, if you derivative with respect to z, so that's why del fy del ay del z del ay del z, so this become z, z, this become z. I think clear. This was, sorry, del az del y, del az del y, oh this is del az del y term, this is del az del y term, so this is y, no problem, and minus of this one del y del z, del y del z, del y del z, this one. Okay, x cap, and for y cap del ax is 0, ax is 0, and del az del x, del az del x del az del x, del az del x, there is del z del x equal to f of like, sorry, f of like that, this is 0, that's why this is 0, and this is fy into this. Okay, so you'll be get this one, and for del x, del f del x, you will be get sorry, del a, where is w, why this is w, del az del az del x, del az del x, if you take with respect to x, del f 0 to y, 0 to y, 0 to y, 0 to y, del fx del x, del fx del x, and this is 0 y prime, 0 y prime z d y prime, dy prime. Okay, so there is no x variation, no x variation, that's why this term is 0. Okay, for the there is, this is z, this is z, so this will be 0. And then del az del x for this, sorry, for this one, for this part you will be get this one. Okay, and finally del this is also 0, and for del y del x, if you take del y del x, del y del x, then you will be get del y del x, you will be get this fz into like that. Okay, so you must taking these three equation and putting this expression, you will be get this one. Okay, if there is any doubt, if you do not, if you cannot do this expression, you can comment in the comment box. Okay, so if you carefully do this, you will be get this expression. Now divergence f is 0, so the x term will be, can be written as like that, because the divergence f is 0, so this fy and fz can be combined, will be like that. Divergence f is 0 means we just write down this expression. So using this expression, you will be get this two combination will be like that, and this integration gives you like that, so these two are cancel out, only will be get this is. Okay, so the fx 0 y z will be gives you fx x y z. Okay, so curl of a will be gives you like that, that is the fx 0 y z gives you this f x y z, and this is gives you f y x y z y cap. So these two total term change into this fx x y z, this is fy x y z, and this is fz x y z. So this is nothing but the curl of a f, right? So for equation c, that is vector f can be written as this is an example. Next question says the f vector equal to like that, calculate the a vector confine this condition. So x equals to 0, a y equals to this expression, so f z, z component is x, so this is x square by 2, and az will be expressed like that, so fx will be y and fy will be z, so this is the value of these three things. So total vector will be like that, simple. Now curl of a, just taking putting this value, and you will be get this expression which is the matches the f. Okay, I think clear about these things. If there is any doubt, you must comment in the comment box, right? So this is all about me, and this is my contact details. You can connect with me this social media or telegram channel, and after that you can go through this my youtube channel physics by Lakshmikanta sir. You will be get different types of physics related video, and some mathematics, and some on competitive examination also. Like this session if you learn anything from this video, and share this video to your friends so that he or she also get learn something from this video. Subscribe this channel if you new in this channel, and those already subscribe, thanks for subscription, and press the bell icon to get the notification of upcoming video. So thanks for everything, thanks for listening. For the next video we will be meet as soon as possible. So take care, we'll meet in the next video as soon as possible. Thank you.